Hello there, this is Ashraf from Zone Studios. Well, previously we've been coming up with this project element by element. As you can see, we are somewhere now. Today I want us to put like the environment. I want us to put earth just below the slab right here, such that we have something that is realistic, because normally the foundation is not visible like in our project here. Perfect. So let's head over to our ground floor. As you can see, we are in our foundation story, so I'm going to click the ground floor, and just like that we shall get back into our ground floor. So perfect. So I'm simply going to hit my mesh tool, and I'm going to go into its settings here. Perfect. So what I want this mesh to be at a distance of just -100, just below the slab, and environment, this is okay. And what else? Okay, let us first leave the other settings the way they are. Then I'm simply going to draw a rectangle sort of to represent my mesh, just like that. But as you can see, this mesh has a cover fill, which I don't actually want. So select this thing, come over to floor plan and section, cover fill, and check that, hit OK, and the cover fill will be no more. So if I head into my 3D here, you can see that now we actually have ground. We have a ground around our project right there, something like that. Perfect. So I could go back to my ground plan, and I could stretch this. So to stretch that, I'm going to first suspend groups, hit that, and I'm going to offset, simply offset edges. So I'm going to offset this to maybe there. If I go back into my ground plan, the changes will be reflected just like that. Perfect. Now someone is probably asking, what if my ground is not level? Because the ground I'm drawing here is level. So I'm sure someone is asking, what if it's not level? Well, that we can also draw something like that, but not for this project here. Okay, let me head over to my ground plan, and so to draw something like that for a ground that is not actually leveled, you're going to still draw a mesh. So this is our mesh right here, and then you're going to head over to your document. You're going to grab your spline tool. Now the use of this spline tool is to draw contours, into this thing right here. Perfect. So I'm going to draw contours. In most cases you have a map and you simply trace out these contours, but for purposes of our tutorial I will simply draw. Now make sure that the contours you draw actually go beyond the mesh. I'm not giving you the reason for that, but just make sure once you become experienced with these things, you'll find out the reason. Alright, perfect. So I want my I want this to be sloping towards this other side right there. I want this to be sloping towards this side. I'm trying to draw an arrogance, so I'm going to mirror this, mirror, then simply going to hit Ctrl, copy. Perfect. So I want my mesh to slope towards the direction of that arrow. If I head into my 3D here, I want so I'm going to zoom out to find the mesh that I've just drawn, and this is the mesh I'm talking about. Perfect. So guys, this is not leveled, so come back to ground floor, then make sure that the mesh is selected, then you're going to go back to design and make sure that the mesh tool is also active. That is very important. Perfect. So I'm simply going to hold down the spacebar on my keyboard, and I'm going to hover over this line here and click, and it will tell me fit to user edges, and I'm going to say okay. Perfect. And it will make this a contour line. It will make this part of my mesh just like that. So you're going to do the same process for all these splines here. Perfect. Simply hold down the space bar on your keyboard and hover over the spline. Just like that. Perfect. So if I head over to my 3D, you can now see that my contour lines are actually in this thing here. Perfect. So go back here. You're simply going to click one of these nodes. So simply click one of those nodes and go over to this Z, which is elevate, and it's telling us the height there is 0. So I'm going to give this a height of, let's say, 3000, and I'm going to say apply to all and click OK. Perfect. So if you're going to see this, if I head back into our 3D, you see that now that contour line has been elevated. Perfect. So I'm going to head over to my next contour line and still hit Z, and we're going to put a height of, let's say, 2500. Apply to all, hit OK. Click the next contour line. I'm going to say 2000, hit OK. Then this, I'm going to say 1500. This is so unrealistic, please. This is just a tutorial. So this will be 1000. Hit OK. And I can also leave that at 1000. All I can, but let's leave it at 1000. So if I go back into my 3D, you see now that my ground here is actually sloping towards the left. Alright, perfect. This is how you can actually create a mesh that is not leveled in Archicad, and there are very many tricks here. You can do a whole lot of things with this mesh tool. Perfect. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Please like and subscribe to this channel. See you in my next tutorial.